Ahoy, me mateys! Welcome to another deck profile here on Fusion YGO. Before we set sail and my bird flies away, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Let us set sail, hoist the colors, for we be setting sail on a Plunderin for some booty deck profile. My mateys, it's time to go into the Plunder Patrol. I know we did this deck profile recently, but we've added a couple of things to make the deck a little bit more consistent, and I'm really digging the changes, so let's show it off. So starting off, we're running 3 copies of Golden Hair. Golden Hair is basically a 1-card Blackbeard, and it's a tuner. We're also running 3 copies of Whitebeard. During your opponent's turn, you can, as a quick effect, special summon a Plunder Patrol monster from the extra deck whose attribute is the same as an attribute in on your opponent's field or in their graveyard. It's really good. Also, when it's sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you are able to summon a Plunder Patrol monster from your deck. These 2 cards, along with the next card, create a pretty cool loop. So 3 copies of Black Eyes, the Plunder Patrol Sea Guide, lets you target a Plunder Patrol monster in your graveyard, accept itself, that name, add it to your hand and summon this card for free. And then if this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you can target a Plunder Patrol monster in your spell and trap card zone and summon it. So this allows you a really cool engine of these 3 cards kind of just continue looping to keep going. It allows you to play mid-gamey a little bit better, and it's really nice. 3 copies of Bluebeard. Bluebeard is your extender. If you control a Plunder Patrol monster except itself, you can special summon it. And then if it's sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you can discard a card and then draw a card. Finally is 2 copies of Redbeard. Redbeard, during your opponent's turn, has the same effect as Whitebeard. We're also running 3 copies of Shipyard and a Terraforming, so we're running 4 copies. Shipyard allows you to discard a card to add a Plunder Patrol card from your deck to your hand, except itself. And then if this card is in your graveyard, you can target a Plunder Patrol card in your spell and trap card zone. Set this card, and if you do, return that target to the hand. So it can allow you to re-add Redbeard or Black Eyes or Whitebeard or whatever to your hand to keep your plays going. We are also playing 1 copy of the fusion spell, Plunder Patrol Shippable Shipping. This just lets you fusion summon for lease. And it's searchable, so the card's not terrible. It's Plunder Patrol in the name, increasing the Plunder Patrol count. And then finally 1 copy of Booty, which is a monster reborn and also an attribute changer. So you're able to create the attribute you need to be able to continue your plays. And that's going to do the Plunder Patrols in. We are playing the adventure package. So we got 3 copies of Water Enchantress, and then we're also running a Wandering Griffin Rider and an Illegal Knight. Water Enchantress, being able to add your Rite of Iramesir and start all those plays is really big. Wandering Griffin Rider is an Omni Negate, but it shuffles itself back in a deck. Illegal Knight, though, is insane. So when you summon this card, because you control an adventure token, you can target 2 cards your opponent controls, return them to the hand, and then this card goes to your opponent's field, forcing them to have a dark, which is your banisher. And if you do this going second, what you can do is use the equip spell that's in the adventure package and bounce this back to your hand after making your Mork. It's really crazy. We're also playing 3 copies of Rite of Iramesir, as well as 1 copy of Fateful Adventure. Creates your tokens, activates your Fateful Adventure, adds your big guys, and then once you summon one of them, you get your Draco back, which is your bouncer, your equipped bouncer, and a copy of Foolish Burial. And Fateful Adventure is really good in this deck because the Plunders all equip themselves. There's a bunch of equip abilities that happen in Plunder Patrol, protecting them from battle once. Really nice. Next up is the hand traps. So we're running 2 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. We're also running 2 copies of Effect Veiler, 2 copies of Ghost Ogre, and then 2 copies of Imperm. These are just the best hand traps that we have available. You could sub Ogre out for Nibiru. I just like Ogre for the adventure stuff. I think it's really good for that. Finally, we're running 2 copies of Triple Tactics Talents and a Called by the Grave. This could be Crossout Designator and would work just the same. I just thought Triple Tactics seemed more interesting, so that's what we're running with right now. Lads, letting you know that we still have a giveaway going on for the entirety of this year. So, for every 1,000 subscribers, we are going to be doing a giveaway. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away a booster box, the most recent Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We're going to add more things on top of it for every 1,000 subscribers subsequently. So, make sure you hit that subscribe button and enjoy the rest of your video. Extra deck. We're running 3 copies of Blackbeard. This card allows you to, as a quick effect, you could target an effect monster you control, special summon a Plunder Patrol monster from your extra deck with the same attribute as a monster on your opponent's field or in their graveyard, and then equip the card to it and draw a card. So if you use itself, you're able to equip it and then draw a card off of it, summoning one of the next 3 cards. We got 2 copies of Lys, 2 copies of Brawn, and 2 copies of Mork. Okay, Lys will allow you to negate a monster effect when it's activated and destroy the card. And then it can add, so you can during the main phase as a quick effect, you can special summon a Plunder Patrol monster from your hand or face-up spell and trap card zone. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can discard a Plunder Patrol card to negate the activation and destroy the card. And if this card is equipped with a Plunder Patrol card, you can add a Plunder Patrol card from your deck to your hand. So this will add any. Brawn will negates a spell or trap, and then lets you add a monster. Mork banishes a monster and then adds a spell or trap. You've got all of the bases here. And they're light, fire, and dark. 3 of the most prominent attributes. We've got just a little bit of extra stuff. So for the one-card Blackbeard combo, we run Almirage and Geonator Transverser. We're running an Adamancipator Risen Dragite and a White Aura Whale. Dragite is a spell and trap negate that you can make, and White Aura Whale is a board wipe. And to wrap it up, we're running a Bahamut Shark and a Totally Awesome. In the side deck, we are running a couple of hand traps. So we're running 2 copies of Nibiru and 2 Droll. We're also running 3 copies of Forbidden Chalice. It's just another way to deal with cards. And if they try to Scythe Lock you in the middle of your turn, this allows you to play while Imperm doesn't. Then we're running 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet. This card actually triggers most of the Plunder Patrol effects too, which is really good. So it double functions. 2 copies of Twin Twisters and 3 copies of Evenly Matched. This will trigger the Plunder Patrol's monsters effects as well as destroy 2 spell and traps. Evenly Matched is just really bonkers. And that is going to do it for the Plunder Patrol deck profile. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you do differently with the deck. I think this deck is really fun and silly good. And until next time, lads, good fun, have luck.